Okay, I've been working on this for a while. My brain is completely mush, but I wanted to share real quickly is just an idea based on what happened with our first attempt, which we blew the account up because of position sizing, where I was using a static amount of contracts. And that's fine for a personal account. That's what I do. Keep it simple is always better, in my opinion. But I use a percentage of ORB to determine our take profit and stop loss for a bracket order. And today was tiny, 9.75 points on ES. So today I used two contracts. And really I should have used three or four because of the orb size. If you use the same amount, like let's say you use one, you're only going to win like $140 or whatever the math is. So really it's got to be dynamic for my style based on orb size. So what I put together is the simple sheet. This is an example only, but you have your orb size, like today was 10 points. And like, for example, if you use, this is 3 contracts, I believe, of ES. If you go back to, like, look at this, you would absolutely blow your 25K account if you use 3 contracts on June 5th. Let's go back to June 5th. June 5th. Okay, let's see how big this orb was. Roughly 40 points. Okay, 40 points, 4 times as large as today. So that is why, if you look back here and you did a percentage of orb, target profit and stop, it's going to be much larger. So if you use 3 contracts all the time, you're dead, account blown. So on that day, what did I calculate? Roughly 0.75. We'll estimate for this example. Not going to get an MES right now. But let's say you did 1. This will still be too big. But let's go trading view. Break in the system here. Come on. So June 5th. So instead of blowing your account, you're only minus 725. So again, this is mostly for prop firms and only if you're doing the orb and percentage using like something like Edgeful. But so I think this is going to be a bigger update. I'm going to need to pass the prop firm challenge. Is I made a very simple, well, was not simple calculation so that each day I can have the orb size, which will give me my target profit, stop loss, set my bracket order based on points of take profit and stop. And then based on that size, we can use how many contracts would be appropriate. So for this example, let's say it's a 10. Again, don't copy what I'm doing. This is just what I'm working on personally. Orb size of 10, 3 contracts. That huge orb that other day of 40, you do less than 1, 0.75. So you could go down to MES and use 7 of those or 8, depending on how you round it up. And again, these values, if you have a different target profit, will change us completely. So don't just copy anything anyone else is doing. But so I think personally for me moving forward, this is like a really simple chart. Depending on the orb size, I'm going to change the contract size only for the prop firm. For my personal account, I will still do static amount of contracts. But if I'm going to deal with this trailing drawdown, I have to have a more set risk. And on smaller days, also, we got to make sure a reward is big enough. So I'm going to try this, something that came about after blowing up the other account and being a little too simplified for prop firms. Man, they do not make it easy. So hopefully we can pass this. I'm hoping this update with the high win rate will get it done. So we're 2 days green on the new account. We're going to try this on the next trade, see if that makes a difference so we can control our risk a little more since the trailing drawdown is an absolute battle. And hope you guys are doing well. If you trade prop firms, let me know how you trade. Love to hear about it. Thanks.